thank you very much for selecting our paper about the environmental impact of capsule endoscopy. As you know, climate change is a major concern for all the purpose, and recently it has been described also for the health system, representing in France around 8% of all the carbon footprint of our lives. Endoscopy is the third most impacting discipline in medicine, and therefore we should also try to reduce as much as possible our carbon footprint during our practice. So initially this work was demanded by the French Society of Gastrointestinal Endoscopy to assess capsule endoscopy environmental impact. So we did this study with the Green Committee of the French Society of Digestive Endoscopy to do a life cycle assessment of three different capsules system, which are mostly used in France. But the most surprising is that the capsule itself has a very low impact, representing around 1 kilogram of CO2 equivalent. But the whole process of doing this capsule examination is far more impacting, mostly due to the patient transportation for the pre-capsule outpatient clinic, but also for coming to the hospital to get the capsule and do the procedure, and finally sometimes to get the result of the capsule examination. So what we should keep in mind is that every transport of the patient by fuel car to the hospital is far more impacting than the device or the procedure itself. So we should really and strongly work on reducing the transport of patients. Another point of this capsule life cycle assessment was that in the capsule box, which is in most of the brands, not all, but in most of the brands, the capsule is deactivated by a magnet in neodymium, which goes to the waste. Also, it is forbidden in Europe to trash this kind of rare earth like neodymium. So please collect the box of your capsules and try to get it back to the manufacturer, encouraging them to create a reprocessing way in order to collect these boxes and try to make it reprocessed for further patients. So finally, it is a strange waste that the capsule goes to the toilets, and it should probably be collect in the toilets by the patient, but you should also know that using a device to collect the capsule will add an additional impact and a carbon footprint which is quite double from the capsule itself. So everything in green endoscopy is difficult and should be evaluated, because sometimes a good idea to collect the capsule will be finally more impacting than the capsule itself. So the main message of the study is that the whole procedure is really impacting. So please consider the indication and be sure that the examination will be helpful, like it is for every endoscopy procedure. The capsule itself is not so impacting, but the waste around this capsule in the box and in the toilets are a little strange in this period, because for example the batteries are going to the ground after collecting it in the epuration station. And finally, once again, reduce the transport of patient to reduce the global impact of our procedure. Thank you very much, and I hope you will read this paper with interest. It was the fruit of a large collaboration between Green Group of French Society, Capsule Group from French Society, and many experts in ecology from the world, coming from the US, Portugal, Spain, and England. Thank you again.